Welcome everybody, this is Brandon Evans with Premier Racing Setups. Thank you for joining us this week. This week we're at Martinsville Speedway. We're going to go ahead and jump into the car, do a couple laps, jump out of the car, we'll talk about it, and go over some tips and tricks. Again, Premier Racing Setups is home of the $20 a month subscription package. You get 2 builders with that. So it's 6 setups for the race with Q setups as well. Best deal on iRacing for the next gen car. Let's get into it.
A good lap, my man. Keep it up.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about this lap here. There's a couple different methodologies for getting around this track. You can kind of high arc it if you'd like to. I don't really recommend that. Braking zones are going to be extremely important, and given the way that they've changed the artistic design of this racetrack and what's going on in the real world, the braking markers are a little bit more difficult. So it's going to be extremely important to find what feels best for you. Just know that there are going to be probably more than 10 cautions. I mean, 175 laps at this track is, I'd be willing to bet it's probably going to be 80 laps or more in caution. So just be prepared for that. Don't get run over, but don't overshoot the corner as well. So going off into the first turn, I'm kind of eyeballing right here, this black mark in between here and this little scuff mark here on the wall. The closer you get to that, the more likely you're going to blow the corner, so you got to be really careful. On the second lap here, I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm just before that. You want to kind of low entry the corner. Do you want to get right to the bottom and get up against this curb? If you'll notice, I'm extremely close to this curb without hitting it. So that's, I mean, you can maybe get like an inch or two closer, but that's extremely close. So just be mindful of that as you practice. You're going to roll the bottom. The moment that right here, the moment that you can kind of see this black mark or this box here and this NASCAR sign, you better get ready to exit the corner. So I'm already back in the gas here and full throttle. You want to get a good, nice straight exit. The next braking marker, again, they took it away from us, but it's really going to be in and around. You got to watch these little marks, hash marks on the wall. So right here is kind of early. Not that one, I'm sorry. This one. So what is that? 3, the third one. So the third one is kind of your ideal braking marker, anywhere from between the 3 and the 3.5, so halfway to the next one. Again, you want to get down to the bottom. You want to stay down there as long as you can. You have to drive these corners extremely aggressive. So use the rear tires up when you can. I don't expect 80 laps green, right? You're gonna be doing a ton of laps under yellows. So you do what you can to optimize lap time. Again, these laps aren't what's capable. Like, you're probably gonna be down in the 6s, maybe in the 7s, but you know, you also don't want to miss the corner and crash, right? So, and also depending on what line you're in. So let's go into the second lap. This one I'm going to drive it a little bit deeper. I'm going to miss the corner. a little high, so you'll notice right there that I'm not as low on the racetrack as you would want to be. And this is what happens if you don't do that. Is you get up out of the groove. And that's okay as long as you can maintain pace and there's nobody next to you. If there's somebody next to you, you're just going to have to be patient on throttle. Again, the third box, get it all the way down to the bottom and just hold it. As soon as the car starts to rotate, you just hold that wheel left here. I got a ton of wheel into it, and be ready to exit the corner as soon as possible. All right, so those are some laps around Martinsville. Again, this is a really challenging racetrack. It's a lot of fun. But it's just going to be a lot of caution. So I just caution you on that. Protect yourself. Have fun with it. And qualifying is going to be extremely important. So please, make sure you practice that and do well. Again, thanks for joining Premier. Again, $20 a month, 2 builders, 1 setup pack. Best deal on iRacing for the next gen car. Thanks, everybody.